Deep in the heart of Africa, two extraordinary regions stretch across the land, each teeming with life and fraught with peril. These are the Congo Basin and the South Luangwa Valley, vast ancient landscapes that have shaped the destinies of countless species for millions of years. The Congo Basin is the world's second-largest rainforest, a living, breathing expanse of green that covers more than 500 million acres. Its dense canopy forms a shadowy world below, where sunlight barely touches the forest floor. Here, ancient trees tower above, their roots twisting through rich, dark soil, and every inch of space is claimed by vines, mosses, and ferns. In stark contrast, the South Luangwa Valley in Zambia is a realm of open savannas and meandering rivers. Here, the land stretches wide beneath the African sky, dotted with acacia trees and seasonal lagoons. The Luangwa River, lifeblood of the valley, carves its way through the plains, drawing animals from miles around to its nourishing waters. Though these places could not look more different, they are bound by a single, unyielding law: survival. Every creature here, from the smallest insect to the largest predator, is locked in a daily struggle to endure. In both the Congo and Luangwa, animals must constantly search for food and water. The Congo's thick undergrowth hides fruits, seeds, and insects, while the Luangwa's open plains offer grasses and leaves, but also expose animals to the watchful eyes of predators. Danger is ever present. Prey animals must remain vigilant, their senses finely tuned to the slightest movement or sound. Predators, in turn, rely on stealth, patience, and teamwork to secure their next meal. In this world, strength and intelligence are not enough. Teamwork is essential. Lions in both regions form powerful prides, working together to hunt and defend their territory. Elephants move in close-knit herds, protecting their young from lurking threats. Even smaller animals like baboons and mongooses rely on group cooperation to survive. Each sunrise marks the beginning of a new chapter in the ancient story of life and death. The rhythm of day and night shapes every action as animals move, feed, and rest in tune with the changing light. The Congo Basin is a world of shadows and secrets. Its thick forests are home to elusive creatures like forest elephants, gorillas, and okapis. Many animals here are masters of camouflage, moving silently through the undergrowth to avoid detection. The air is heavy with humidity, and the jungle is alive with sound: chirping insects, calling birds, and the distant rumble of thunder. Life here is a constant, vibrant presence, but it is also fragile, threatened by drought, disease, and competition for resources. In this green kingdom, lions have adapted to the challenges of the forest. They live in large family groups or prides, where cooperation is key. Together they hunt, raise their young, and defend their territory from rivals. Their lives are a complex dance of cooperation and conflict. Within the pride, bonds are formed and tested as individuals compete for status and resources while relying on each other for survival. But lions are not the only powerful hunters here. Hyenas, with their keen senses and formidable jaws, also roam these lands. They are opportunists, skilled at both hunting and scavenging, and are always alert for a chance to steal a meal. The rivalry between lions and hyenas is legendary. These two predators are locked in a never-ending contest for food and dominance, their encounters often fierce and unpredictable. All of this unfolds beneath the ancient trees, whose branches shelter a world of constant activity. From the smallest beetle to the mightiest elephant, every creature plays a part in the delicate balance of these ecosystems. Yet both the Congo and Luangwa face immense environmental challenges. Seasonal droughts can parch the land, forcing animals to travel great distances for water. Torrential rains can flood the forest, isolating groups and reshaping the landscape. Disease, competition, and the ever-present threat of starvation test every species to its limits. Despite these hardships, life persists. The Congo and Luangwa are cradles of biodiversity, home to countless species found nowhere else on Earth. Their intricate webs of life are a testament to the resilience and adaptability of nature. As day turns to night, the struggle for survival continues. In these wild places, every moment is a test, and every creature is part of an ancient, ongoing story, one of endurance, adaptation, and the relentless will to live. Lions are the only big cats that live together in large family groups. These groups are called prides. A pride is like a small kingdom with its own rules and roles for everyone. Living together helps the lions survive in the tough African wilderness. In the Congo, a pride might have several females, their young cubs, and one or two big male lions. This family structure is their greatest strength. They hunt together, they protect each other, and they raise their cubs as a team. This cooperation is what makes them the rulers of their territory, powerful and respected by all other animals. The heart of the pride is the group of lionesses. They are mothers, sisters, and aunts, and they are all related. They stay with the same pride their whole lives. These females are the main hunters and the primary caregivers. They make the big decisions for the family, like when and where to hunt. Their teamwork is amazing to watch. When they hunt, they work together with a clear plan. Their strong bond is the glue that holds the pride together. Without the lionesses and their powerful cooperation, the pride could not survive the many challenges it faces every day in the wild. In the heart of the savannah, the lioness is the backbone of the pride. Her day begins before the sun rises, as she surveys the land, ever alert to the movements of prey and the presence of rival predators. The lioness is not only a vigilant guardian, but also the primary provider for her family. With a body built for stealth and bursts of speed, she stalks her quarry through the tall grass, muscles rippling beneath her tawny coat. Her senses are finely tuned, ears flicking at the faintest sound, eyes locked on the slightest movement. While a single lioness is capable of hunting alone, her true power lies in collaboration. Lionesses move as a silent unit, communicating with subtle glances and tail flicks, fanning out to encircle their prey. Together, they can bring down formidable animals, massive Cape buffalo, agile zebras, or even a young elephant. Each lioness has a role. Some drive the prey forward, while others lie in wait, ready to ambush. Their coordinated efforts yield a hunting success rate of nearly 30%, a remarkable feat in the wild, where most hunts end in failure. After a successful kill, the pride gathers, sharing the hard-won meal. Lionesses employ clever tactics, such as driving prey into hidden ambushes. Some chase, while others remain concealed, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This teamwork ensures that every member of the pride, from the youngest cub to the oldest lioness, has a chance to eat and survive. Beyond her role as a hunter, the lioness is a devoted and nurturing mother. She carefully selects a secluded den, hidden among thick grasses or dense thickets, to give birth and protect her vulnerable cubs. For the first few weeks, she rarely leaves their side, keeping them hidden from the ever-present dangers of the wild, hyenas, leopards, and even other lions. The cubs are born blind and completely helpless, relying on their mother for warmth, nourishment, and protection. She grooms them gently, strengthening the bond and keeping them clean. When the cubs grow strong enough to walk, the lioness introduces them to the pride. She carries them one by one, her jaws gentle yet firm, ensuring their safety on the journey. Within the pride, a remarkable system of shared care emerges. The cubs are not only watched over by their own mother, but by all the lionesses, who take turns grooming, guarding, and playing with the young. This communal nurturing, known as allonursing, allows cubs to suckle from any nursing female. It strengthens the pride's unity and increases the chances of survival for every cub. A cub may drink milk from any lioness, not just its mother, ensuring that even the weakest have a chance to thrive. The lioness's responsibilities extend beyond her pride. She must constantly defend her territory from rival predators such as hyenas and wild dogs, using her strength and courage to protect her family and their hard-earned meals. After the demands of hunting, mothering, and defending, the lioness finds moments of rest in the shade, grooming herself and regaining strength for the challenges ahead. Her life is a delicate balance of power, care, and survival, an enduring testament to the spirit of the wild. The life of a male lion is a relentless cycle of vigilance, strategy, and confrontation. Every day he faces the challenge of defending his pride from threats both near and far. His primary responsibility is to guard the pride's territory, a vast expanse that can stretch up to 259 square kilometers. Sometimes he is joined by a coalition of brothers or allies, working together to secure the borders. Territorial disputes are frequent and fierce. Rival males constantly test the boundaries, seeking any sign of weakness. When a challenger appears, the resident male must decide whether to confront directly or use intimidation to drive the intruder away. Patrolling the borders is a daily ritual. The male lion moves with purpose, alert to every sound and scent, always searching for signs of trespassers. He marks the boundaries with urine and scent, leaving unmistakable warnings for any would-be invaders. These scent marks are his invisible fence, a declaration of ownership and strength. Scent marking is not just routine, it is a constant battle of messages. Sometimes a rival will attempt to overwrite these marks, sparking a silent war of dominance that can escalate into open conflict. The male lion's presence is a shield for the pride. He positions himself between danger and his family, always ready to defend against intruders or predators that threaten the cubs. Roaring is one of his most powerful tactics. The thunderous sound is both a warning and a proclamation, echoing across the savannah to announce his dominance. A lion's roar can travel up to 8 kilometers, reaching both rivals and pride members. It is a call to unity and a challenge to any who dare approach. The sound carries far beyond what the eye can see, reinforcing his claim over the land and warning intruders to keep their distance. Within the pride, the roar is a signal of safety and cohesion. It reassures the lionesses and cubs, drawing them together and strengthening the social bonds that hold the group. The deep, resonant roar is a declaration of power, echoing across the plains and rivers, a reminder to all that this land is fiercely defended. When conflict does erupt, the male lion's strength and courage are put to the test. Victories are hard won, and every scar tells the story of a battle fought to protect his legacy. Often, the roar alone is enough to prevent violence. By displaying his power vocally, the male lion can avoid dangerous and exhausting fights, preserving his strength for the battles that truly matter. Through these methods, patrolling, scent marking, roaring, and strategic defense, the male lion upholds the delicate balance of power. His vigilance ensures the safety of the pride, the future of his cubs, and the enduring strength of his lineage. In the animal kingdom, few rivalries are as fierce and enduring as the one between lions and spotted hyenas. These two apex predators are locked in a perpetual struggle, their lives intertwined by competition, conflict, and survival. Both species target the same prey and scavenge the same kills, leading to frequent and often violent confrontations. The battle for food is relentless, with each side employing unique strategies to outwit the other. Lions, with their imposing size and strength, are often seen as the undisputed rulers of the savannah. Yet, hyenas are not to be underestimated. Their intelligence, teamwork, and adaptability make them formidable adversaries. When a dominant male lion is present, his sheer power and confidence are usually enough to keep even the boldest hyenas at bay. The hyenas linger at a distance, watching and waiting for an opportunity. The male lion stands guard over a fresh kill, allowing his pride to feed in relative safety. His presence alone is a powerful deterrent, and few hyenas dare to challenge him directly. The hyenas, ever patient and calculating, bide their time. They know that a direct confrontation with a full-grown male lion could be fatal, so they keep their distance, waiting for the right moment to strike. But the balance of power shifts dramatically when the male lion leaves to patrol his territory. Without his protection, the pride is more vulnerable. Lionesses, though skilled hunters and fierce defenders, are smaller and less intimidating than their male counterparts. Their strength lies in cooperation and agility, but they are not invincible. A lone lioness with a kill becomes a prime target for a hyena clan. The hyenas, sensing an opportunity, gather in numbers and approach with caution, but growing confidence. Spotted hyenas are not merely scavengers. They are highly intelligent, social hunters, capable of bringing down large prey through coordinated teamwork and relentless pursuit. Their powerful jaws can crush bones with ease, allowing them to access nutrients that other predators leave behind. This unique adaptation gives them an edge in the competition for food. Even though a lioness outweighs a single hyena by a significant margin, the hyena's strength lies in their numbers. A large, determined group can overwhelm even the most formidable lioness. The hyenas advance, probing for weakness, testing the lioness's resolve. If she falters, they will seize the moment, driving her away and claiming the prize for themselves. These ongoing battles shape the ecosystem, influencing the behavior, distribution, and survival of both species. The rivalry between lions and hyenas is a driving force in the African wilderness, ensuring that only the most adaptable and resourceful survive. As we journey from the lush, shadowy depths of the Congo to the open expanse of South Luangwa National Park in Zambia, the landscape shifts dramatically. Here, the endless savanna stretches beneath a vast sky, and the rules of survival are rewritten with every season. For much of the year, South Luangwa is a haven. Herds of impala, zebra, and buffalo graze peacefully in the green flush of the wet season, while elephants wander between groves of acacia and mopane, feasting on fresh leaves and fruit. But as May arrives, the dry season tightens its grip. The lush grass withers and the earth begins to crack beneath the relentless sun. Day after day, the sun blazes overhead, driving temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. Heat shimmers across the plains, and the air itself seems to vibrate with intensity. The once vibrant landscape fades to a tapestry of browns and yellows, dust swirling in the wind. Water becomes the most precious resource. Smaller rivers and water holes vanish, leaving only cracked mud and barren earth behind. The ground is parched, and every step kicks up clouds of dust. Each day, animals must travel farther in search of water. Elephants use their tusks to dig into dry riverbeds, uncovering hidden moisture. Antelope and buffalo move in restless herds, their routines dictated by the shrinking availability of water. As the dry season deepens, all life converges on the Luangwa River, the last reliable source of water in the region. The river becomes a lifeline, its banks bustling with activity from dawn until dusk. Oxbow lakes and shallow pools, remnants of the river's winding path, are crowded with thirsty animals. Here, daily routines revolve around the need to drink. Timing is everything, as the risk of predation is highest at the water's edge. Zebras and impalas approach the water in tight groups, their senses alert to every sound and movement. Buffaloes, too, must brave the exposed riverbanks, relying on their numbers for protection as they drink. Every animal is wary, pausing between sips to scan for danger. Some, like the impala, post sentinels to keep watch while the rest of the herd drinks. Predators know this routine well. Lions and leopards lurk in the tall grass or wait in the shade, conserving energy during the hottest hours and watching for the perfect moment to strike. They use patience and stealth, ambushing prey that is distracted by thirst or separated from the safety of the herd. For these hunters, the river is a place of opportunity. They simply wait, knowing that eventually hunger and thirst will drive their prey within striking distance. Every day in South Luangwa is a test of survival. The animals' routines, when to move, where to drink, how to avoid danger, are shaped by the harsh rhythms of the land. Here, adaptation is everything, and only the most resourceful endure until the rains return. While lions rely on the strength of their family, forming powerful coalitions to dominate the savannah, another great cat rules the night in South Luangwa, the elusive leopard, a solitary master of the shadows. The leopard's life is defined by solitude and stealth. It moves alone, rarely seen in pairs except for fleeting moments during mating or when a mother tends to her cubs. Unlike the social lion, the leopard's independence is its greatest strength. Every hunt, every meal, every territory must be claimed and defended alone. Its golden coat, adorned with dark rosettes, is more than just beautiful. It is a marvel of natural engineering. These rosettes break up the outline of its body, allowing the leopard to vanish into the dappled sunlight and tangled undergrowth. In the thick bushes and deep shadows of the forest, the leopard becomes almost invisible, a ghostly presence that moves unseen. As dusk falls, the leopard awakens. It is a creature of the night, perfectly adapted to a world of darkness. Its senses sharpen in the moonlight. Eyes that glow in the dark can detect the faintest movement, while ears swivel to catch the slightest rustle of prey. The leopard is the ultimate ambush predator, relying on patience and precision rather than brute force. Its night vision is 7 times more powerful than a human's, allowing it to see clearly even in the pitch-black African night. Confidently, it navigates the tangled forest, silent and unseen, its body low to the ground, every muscle coiled for action. Each step is measured, each movement calculated. The leopard's padded paws allow it to move with barely a sound, even over dry leaves and brittle twigs. It stalks its prey with immense patience, sometimes following for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With each silent approach, it closes the distance, often coming within a few meters before launching its attack. When the time is right, the leopard explodes from cover in a burst of speed and power, reaching up to 58 kilometers per hour in short, electrifying sprints. It pounces with deadly precision, using its powerful jaws and sharp claws to subdue its prey in seconds. The leopard's solitary nature means it must protect its meal from scavengers. With astonishing strength, it drags its kill up into the branches of a tree, out of reach of hyenas and lions. Here, high above the ground, the leopard feeds in peace, ever watchful, always alone. Its life is a delicate balance of stealth, strength, and survival, shaped by the darkness and the dangers of the African night. The leopard's world is filled with rivals, hyenas, lions, even other leopards. Each encounter is a test of cunning and caution, for a single mistake can mean the loss of a hard-won meal or even life itself. To maintain its territory, the leopard marks trees and bushes with scent, warning others to stay away. Yet boundaries are often tested, and silent confrontations play out in the darkness. Only when raising cubs does the leopard's solitary life briefly change. Hidden deep in the undergrowth, a mother cares for her young, teaching them the secrets of survival before they too set out alone into the night. The dry season in South Luangwa is a difficult time for all animals, but it presents a special challenge for the largest of them all. The African elephant. An adult male elephant can weigh over 6,000 kilograms and stand more than 4 meters tall. To support this enormous body, an elephant needs to eat a huge amount of food and drink up to 200 liters of water every single day. When water and plants become scarce, finding enough to survive becomes a monumental task. The elephant's great size, usually a sign of their power, becomes their biggest challenge. Elephants are incredibly intelligent and have amazing memories. This helps them survive. They are led by an old, wise female called the matriarch. She has lived through many dry seasons before. She remembers the locations of ancient water sources that other animals do not know about. She can lead her family for many kilometers across the dry, dusty land to a hidden spring or a place where water flows under the sand. The herd follows her with complete trust. Her knowledge, passed down through generations, is the key to their survival during the toughest times. The journey is long and arduous, often spanning hundreds of kilometers. Along the way, the elephants form tight-knit family bonds, supporting each other through the harsh conditions. Calves are protected and nurtured by the entire herd, learning essential survival skills from their elders. Communication is key, with elephants using a range of vocalizations and body language to coordinate their movements and ensure the safety of the group. Despite the challenges, the elephants' resilience and unity enable them to overcome the harshest of environments. When they finally reach a water source, the relief is palpable, a testament to their strength and determination. The journey of the elephants is a remarkable story of survival, family, and the enduring spirit of these magnificent creatures. In the wild lands of the Congo and across the vast plains of South Luangwa, every creature is a vital thread in a living tapestry, woven together in a web of life that is both intricate and fragile. Here, the survival of each animal is bound to the fate of many others. Grazers like zebras, giraffes, and wildebeest gather at waterholes, their presence attracting predators and shaping the rhythms of the land. The story of survival is not just about one animal, but about the countless interactions, seen and unseen, that connect them all. At the water's edge, antelope, birds, and even crocodiles form a living network, each playing a role in the ecosystem's balance. The lion pride's success depends on the teamwork of the lionesses, whose coordinated hunts ripple through the food web. The strength of the males protects the pride, maintaining the delicate balance between predator and prey. Hyenas, ever watchful, are both rivals and scavengers, challenging lions for food, but also cleaning the land of remains, preventing disease. This rivalry is a dance of power and wit, shaping the behavior and evolution of both species. Each confrontation forces them to adapt, becoming smarter, stronger, and more coordinated. Their strategies ripple outward, affecting the movements and safety of every animal nearby. Even the smallest creatures, like birds that follow herds to feed on insects stirred by hooves, benefit from these interactions. The solitary leopard, a master of stealth, carves out its own existence, avoiding direct conflict with larger predators. By hunting at night, it finds its own niche, reducing competition and maintaining balance in the food web. Hiding its food in trees, the leopard not only secures its meal, but also provides for scavengers below, ensuring nothing goes to waste. It is a ghost in the landscape, thriving in the spaces between the territories of more powerful predators. This delicate balance allows many species to coexist, each finding its own place in the web. Meanwhile, the great elephant herds are ecosystem engineers, shaping the land itself. By digging for water, elephants create life-giving pools that sustain countless other creatures through the dry season. When they push over trees to feed, they open up the forest, allowing sunlight to reach the ground and new plants to grow. These open spaces become grazing grounds for herds, supporting a cascade of life from insects to birds to large mammals. In this web of life, every animal, from the smallest insect to the largest elephant, plays a part, each action echoing through the ecosystem, maintaining the balance that allows all to thrive. Beneath the surface of the Luangwa River, an ancient predator glides in silence, the crocodile, master of patience and stealth. With only their eyes and nostrils breaking the water's edge, these formidable reptiles wait motionless, blending seamlessly with their surroundings. Their hunting strategy is one of perfect timing, a sudden rush, a powerful snap, and the river claims its prize. Crocodiles are more than hunters, they are guardians of the riverbanks. Each year, females climb ashore under the cover of darkness, searching for a suitable place to nest. With powerful limbs, they dig deep hollows in the sand, laying dozens of eggs and covering them with care. For weeks, the mother remains close, defending her hidden clutch from hungry monitors and opportunistic scavengers. When the time comes, the hatchlings call out from beneath the sand. The mother responds, gently uncovering the tiny crocodiles and carrying them in her jaws to the safety of the water. Here the young must quickly learn to hide, for the river is as dangerous as it is nurturing. Crocodiles play a vital role in the ecosystem. By preying on the weak and the unwary, they help maintain healthy populations of fish, antelope, and even birds. When a crocodile feeds, nothing is wasted. Scavengers gather for leftovers, and nutrients return to the river, fueling new life. Their presence shapes the behavior of every creature that visits the water's edge. Grazers drink with caution, birds keep watch from above, and even the boldest predators give the riverbank a wide berth. In this way, crocodiles maintain balance, ensuring the Luangwa remains a sanctuary for all. In the secret world beneath the ripples, the crocodile's story unfolds, timeless, silent, and essential to the web of life. Above the rivers and forests of Congo and Luangwa, the sky comes alive with a spectacular display. Migratory birds, painting the air with their sweeping formations. Each year, countless flocks embark on epic journeys, crossing continents and oceans to reach these fertile lands. From tiny swallows to elegant storks, their arrival signals the turning of seasons, a promise of renewal for the wild below. These travelers rely on ancient instincts, navigating by the stars, the sun, and the invisible lines of the Earth's magnetic field. Their journeys are perilous. Storms, exhaustion, and predators test their endurance at every turn. Yet, driven by an unyielding urge, they press on, drawn to the abundance of Congo and Luangwa. Upon arrival, the wetlands and floodplains become a feast. Birds probe the mud for insects, sweep the water for fish, and forage among the grasses for seeds and fruit. Their feeding habits ripple through the ecosystem, stirring up nutrients, controlling insect populations, and dispersing seeds far and wide. With each beat of their wings and every call from the treetops, they shape the land as much as it shapes them. Some, like the carmine bee-eater, dig burrows in the riverbanks, transforming the landscape with their colonies. Others, such as the sacred ibis, gather in great numbers, their presence a spectacle of sound and motion. Each species finds its niche, its role in the intricate web of life. For predators, these birds are both challenge and opportunity. Raptors track the flocks, while crocodiles and leopards watch the water's edge for a chance at an unwary meal. Yet the birds endure, their numbers and diversity ensuring the survival of many. As the seasons shift once more, the sky empties, the great flocks departing as suddenly as they arrived. They leave behind a landscape enriched, nourished by their presence and ready to welcome them again. In the dance of migration, the birds of Congo and Luangwa are more than visitors. They are vital threads in the living tapestry of the wild. As the sun slips below the horizon, a hush falls over the savannah. Daylight's brilliance fades, replaced by a world painted in moonlight and shadow. The nocturnal realm awakens, revealing a cast of creatures perfectly adapted to thrive in the darkness. Hyenas, misunderstood and often maligned, become the rulers of the night. Their haunting calls echo across the plains, rallying the clan for a night of scavenging and hunting. With powerful jaws and a keen sense of smell, they patrol the grasslands, taking advantage of opportunities left behind by the day's predators. Above, the silent flight of an owl glides through the cool air. With eyes that pierce the gloom and ears that catch the faintest rustle, these hunters swoop down on unsuspecting rodents. Their feathers are designed for stealth, allowing them to approach their prey in near-total silence. Among the branches, the slender genet slips through the darkness with feline grace. Its spotted coat blends seamlessly with the dappled shadows, while its sharp senses guide it in search of insects, birds, and small mammals. The genet's agility is unmatched, leaping from limb to limb with effortless precision. Night brings new interactions and fresh dangers. Predators and prey engage in a delicate game of hide and seek, relying on heightened senses, keen hearing, acute smell, and night vision to survive. Fireflies flicker in the grass, and the air hums with the chorus of crickets and frogs. Here, in the nocturnal world, life continues in a rhythm as old as the savanna itself. Every creature, from the stealthy owl to the cunning hyena, plays a part in the nightly drama. As dawn approaches and the first rays of light touch the land, the night's inhabitants retreat, giving way once more to the creatures of the day, until the shadows return. Beneath the savanna's surface lies a hidden world, teeming with life and silent industry. Here, insects, tiny yet mighty, are the unheralded architects and caretakers of the ecosystem. Termites, in their millions, construct towering mounds that rise above the grasses like natural skyscrapers. These structures are marvels of engineering, regulating temperature and humidity to create the perfect environment for their colony. Inside, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers supports a thriving community, recycling dead plant matter and enriching the soil with vital nutrients. Ants, ever industrious, march in endless lines across the land. They farm fungus, herd aphids, and wage territorial wars, shaping the landscape one grain of sand at a time. Some species aerate the soil, allowing water and air to reach plant roots, while others break down organic debris, speeding up the cycle of decay and renewal. Beetles, with their armored shells and varied diets, are nature's recyclers. Dung beetles roll and bury animal droppings, preventing disease and fertilizing the earth. Others feed on decaying wood or fallen leaves, helping to decompose and return nutrients to the ground. Together, these insects form the backbone of the savanna's health. Their unseen labor supports the plants that feed the herbivores, which in turn sustain the predators. Every tunnel dug, every mound built, and every fragment broken down is a testament to their essential role. As dawn breaks and the world above awakens, the tireless work of insects continues below and within the grasses, quietly shaping the fate of the savanna, one small act at a time. Across the vast landscapes of the Congo and South Luangwa, the rhythm of life is dictated by the turning of the seasons. As the rains begin, the earth transforms, parched riverbeds swell, grasses surge skyward, and a tapestry of green unfurls across the savanna. Waterholes brim with life, drawing herds of antelope, elephants, and buffalo, their thirst quenched after months of scarcity. Predators, too, follow the abundance, their movements guided by the shifting concentrations of prey. But the bounty is fleeting. As the dry season returns, rivers shrink to muddy veins and grasses turn brittle beneath a relentless sun. Resources dwindle, and survival demands ingenuity. Elephants carve deep into the earth, seeking hidden water. Crocodiles bury themselves in the cool mud, waiting out the drought in patient torpor. Herds migrate across vast distances, driven by instinct and memory, in search of greener pastures and fresh water. Birds take to the skies, some traveling thousands of kilometers to escape the harshest months, only to return with the promise of rain. Smaller creatures, like frogs and insects, burrow underground or lay eggs that will only hatch when the rains return. Each species, great and small, is bound to this ancient cycle, adapting, migrating, enduring. The drama of survival unfolds with every change in the wind, every drop of rain, every crack in the soil. In this eternal dance between abundance and scarcity, the true resilience of life in the Congo and Luangwa is revealed, shaped by the seasons, and forever moving to nature's timeless beat. Beneath the shimmering surfaces of rivers and waterholes lies a world rarely glimpsed, a hidden realm teeming with life. Here, fish of every shape and color glide through tangled roots and swaying reeds. Cichlids, with their vibrant scales, dart among submerged rocks, carving out territories and defending their young with fierce devotion. Catfish prowl the shadowy depths, their whiskered faces brushing the silty bottom in search of food. Amphibians, too, play their part in this aquatic ballet. Frogs emerge at dusk, their calls echoing over the still water as they gather to breed, their jelly-like eggs clinging to leaves and stems. Tadpoles wriggle through the shallows, grazing on algae and detritus, growing legs as they prepare for life, both in and out of the water. Aquatic plants form the foundation of this submerged world. Lush carpets of water lilies and papyrus filter sunlight, oxygenating the water and sheltering countless tiny creatures. In their tangled roots, insect larvae and snails find refuge, each a vital link in the food web. Predators lurk here too. Pike and tiger fish flash through the clear channels, their swift strikes sending ripples across the surface. But even the hunters are hunted. Birds and crocodiles wait above, ever watchful for a fleeting shadow or a careless splash. This underwater world is more than a refuge. It is the beating heart of the ecosystem. The fish and amphibians feed larger animals, recycle nutrients and keep the waters clean. Plants stabilize the banks, prevent erosion, and provide sanctuary for the next generation of life. In the Congo and Luangwa, the true marvel of survival is not only witnessed on the open plains, but also in the silent, swirling depths, a world where every ripple, every breath, every hidden life is vital to the balance of nature. In the heart of the wild, life is an unending test of endurance. Here, every creature must face challenges, some more daunting than others. For the orphaned and the injured, the struggle is even greater. Alone, without the guiding presence of family or the strength of the group, survival becomes a daily battle. A young elephant, separated from her herd, must learn to navigate the vast floodplains. Each day, she follows the distant rumbles of other elephants, learning to find water by scent and to strip bark from trees for nourishment. Her trunk, once guided by her mother, now fumbles and learns through trial and error. But her determination is fierce, and step by step she gains the skills she needs to endure. A lion cub, left behind after a buffalo stampede, faces the night alone. Instinct draws him to thick bushes for shelter. Nights are cold and filled with danger, but hunger gives him courage. He learns to stalk insects and lizards, his small roars echoing in the darkness. Over time he is accepted by a neighboring pride, his resilience earning him a new family. In the tangled canopy, a vervet monkey with a wounded leg adapts to life on 3 limbs. She learns to leap shorter distances, to forage lower, and to rely on her sharp eyes and wits to avoid predators. Her journey is slower, but her spirit is undiminished. Throughout the Congo and Luangwa, countless stories like these unfold. A zebra foal with a limp, a baboon missing a tail, a warthog with a scarred face. Each finds a way to survive, to thrive, and to carve out a place in the wild. Their struggles are silent, their victories unseen by most. But in every adaptation, every clever solution, and every step forward, the wild reveals its greatest truth. Resilience is the heartbeat of life. Against all odds, these survivors remind us that nature's greatest strength is the will to endure. Across the vast landscapes of the Congo and Luangwa, not all heroes hunt or chase. Some wait in the shadows, eyes sharp and senses keen, ready for a different kind of opportunity. These are nature's clean-up crew, the scavengers. Vultures, with their broad wings and piercing gaze, soar high above the savannah, scanning for the faintest sign of a fallen animal. When they descend, it is with purpose and precision. Their beaks are perfectly designed to tear through tough hides and reach what other animals cannot. In mere hours, a carcass that could spread disease is reduced to bones, the land cleansed and renewed. On the ground, jackals trot with tireless energy. Their nimble bodies slip through grass and brush, following the calls of vultures or the scent of decay. They are opportunists, feeding on leftovers or scraps abandoned by larger predators. In their wake, nothing is wasted. Even smaller scavengers, hyenas, marabou storks, and beetles play their part. Each one contributes to breaking down the remains, recycling nutrients back into the soil, and preventing the spread of sickness. Their work is quiet, often overlooked, but essential. Without these unsung heroes, the wild would quickly become a place of rot and disease. Instead, scavengers ensure balance. They are nature's custodians, keeping the cycle of life unbroken and reminding us that every creature, no matter its role, has a place in the intricate web of life. Across the Congo and Luangwa, life flourishes not just on four legs or on the wing, but also deep within the roots and branches of the landscape itself. Here, the true architects of the wild are the plants. Ancient trees, resilient grasses, and clever climbers, each with unique adaptations for survival. Towering mahogany and ebony trees stretch their canopies skyward, capturing sunlight and creating shaded havens for countless creatures. Their roots reach deep into the earth, anchoring the soil and preventing erosion, while their fallen leaves enrich the ground for new life. In the dry season, baobab trees store precious water in their swollen trunks, offering a lifeline to elephants and baboons who gnaw at the bark in search of moisture. Some plants form remarkable partnerships with animals. The acacia tree, bristling with sharp thorns, is guarded by armies of ants that nest in its hollow branches. In return for shelter and sweet nectar, the ants fiercely defend the tree from hungry herbivores. Meanwhile, the sausage tree's heavy fruits drop to the forest floor, where hippos and monkeys feast, spreading seeds far and wide. Grasses, too, are the silent sustainers of this ecosystem. With roots that survive fire and drought, they spring back with the rains, feeding vast herds of antelope and buffalo. Their seeds provide food for birds, while their blades hide countless insects and small mammals. Every plant, from the smallest wildflower to the oldest fig tree, plays a vital role. They provide shelter, food, and oxygen, weaving a tapestry of life that sustains the entire ecosystem. In the grand design of nature, the green world is both foundation and lifeblood, a testament to resilience, cooperation, and the quiet power of adaptation. In the heart of the Congo and Luangwa, the rhythm of life is dictated by water, or the lack of it. Here, drought and flood are powerful forces shaping the destiny of every living thing. When rains fail and rivers shrink to dusty ribbons, the land transforms. Grasslands wither and waterholes vanish, scattering herds across the plains in search of sustenance. Elephants, ancient memory guiding their path, trek for miles to find hidden springs, their trunks probing the earth for precious moisture. Lions and leopards, masters of patience, adapt their hunting strategies, waiting by the last remaining pools where thirsty prey must gather. But then the pendulum swings, the skies open, and torrents of rain turn parched earth into a sea of mud. Rivers swell, flooding forests and transforming savannas into shimmering wetlands. Hippos rejoice, wallowing in newfound lakes, while crocodiles patrol the expanding waters, ready to seize any opportunity. Antelope seek higher ground, gathering in tight groups on islands of safety. Birds, herons, storks, and kingfishers flock to the abundance, feasting on fish and frogs drawn from their flooded burrows. Yet survival is never guaranteed. Floods can drown burrows and displace families, while drought can drive the weakest to the brink. The land itself bears the scars, cracked earth and fallen trees in dry times, tangled debris and reshaped channels after the floods recede. Still, life endures. Seeds wait patiently for rain, and animals adapt, learning to read the subtle signs that signal change. In this cycle of extremes, every creature must be resilient, resourceful, and ready to move. The challenges of drought and flood test the limits of survival, but they also spark renewal, reminding us that in nature, hardship and hope are forever entwined.